All right, just popping in for a minute, guys. I'm glad you're in here, Dan, because we need to get in on that. We need to get all this information together is what happened, what needs to happen. I'm obviously not outside because it's so freaking hot out there that I just can't do it today. So I went out there to do a video on the sound system that somebody that I've got my hands on, and I went out there and did it, and the sound was horrible, and I got all kinds of air conditioner noise. It was a mess, but I have to get something out there for Dronelink. I mean, I've got the software. I got to play around with it a little bit, and I do have an example that I want to show you, just to give everybody kind of an idea, really where the strengths are. All right, do you see the turd heron on the screen? Why did I see the turd heron on the screen? It's just that was part of that's just some video, random pictures I have in my slide viewer. So just relax. Hey, how you doing? And I do have an announcement on the direction my channel is going to go. We are definitely going full bore FPV. We are going to pop in the digital world right away. I'm going to start. I'm going to start the most difficult way. But the drone I bought is a good drone. I think it is. I bought a ton of batteries so I can learn on it. I got a nice stable platform. I got really good video right out of the box. I'm sick of playing around with them stupid Emax drones. Sick of it. I got so frustrated. I got a bulletproof drone with the DJI Air unit coming. I am so stoked for that. You don't even know. So it's time. It's time that I break out of my shell. Stop being careful with GPS drones, and I'm freaking going for it, dude. In this winter, I'm gonna buy me a long range freestyle drone, and I'm gonna take it out 2 miles, and hopefully I don't kill it on some mountain somewhere. So I'm thinking about taking that. Could you imagine taking a freestyle drone to the top of the Red Mountain, or at least onto the cliffs of it, and start diving the cliffs? I know people do that. Could you imagine me doing that? I would probably dive it and then freaking turn it right into the cliff, and that would be the most epic video ever. But all right, so drone. Yes. What? Look at that. Oh, come on. All right, I knew that. Digital's the future. I'm not messing around. I'm not playing around with that. Homie, don't play that. And that's where it's going. But on the other hand, there's always going to be amazing analog flyers, because that's the beginning of that's the basis of it. So yes, there are more hiking videos, because if I fly this little drone far enough out, obviously, I'm not going to have the control of a good pilot, or at least an experienced pilot. I think I'm a pretty good pilot, but we'll find that out soon. I think this drone is heavy enough, yet light enough and powerful enough. So, and I'll show you that when it gets in here. I'll pop that in. I'm going to allude to. Could you please turn the AC on for us? Yeah, it's 100 it'll be 112 today out there. I just can't do it. I went out for just a few minutes, and guys, it is so 12:30. It's like 104, 105 already. This is as hot as it gets. So, all right. So Dronelink. Okay, for at least my big impression, and that's really what I want. I wanted to put this up right here, and this is the this is the main interface for that for the flying version of it. And let me turn off that music there. Get that off. So this is the main screen, and obviously this is a screen I have from inside the house. I brought it outside, and I'm like, why? It doesn't really matter. It gave me more. It was a heck of a lot easier to work with. To me, the couple of things are really important. First, up here where the battery percentage is, I think I like this. This is the old GO4 information. Litchi also kept it together. I mean, Drone Worship, he came back. Sorry, dudes, talking. Drone Worship is he has a lot of Litchi experience. I have actually a lot of Litchi waypoint mission experience from Litchi. But what Litchi missed out on was basically taking those KLM files. You had to import them into Google, and then you had to create your own 3D graphics. This unit or this program does it for you, the Dronelink program. But this is, if you look on this screen here, to me, you know, it's just a plain old. There's actually your 3D graphics screen. You do have a 3D graphics screen. You can see on the bottom left-hand corner there. So that is in 3D, and you can switch that out. Of course, you got the histogram and all that stuff. That does move around, and then you've got your signal strength meter, and then look at these big, altitude and miles per hour. You can set it in metric and also in imperial, in metric. The big thing is up here at the top. It's the flight graphic. That is the thing that DJI just refused to put back into. I mean, there's a lot of ways they could have put it in. They could have made it vertical. They could have done a lot of things, but instead of putting it in that tiny circle, I guess the tiny circle could work if it was just a little bit bigger tiny circle. But anyways, I thought that this was really impressive when I first, and I have turned the drone on and I've lifted off and flown around a little bit with it. Okay, so it's. But one other thing that I don't understand about this thing, there's only a couple things I don't like about it. One is there's no mode selector on it. I don't see anywhere where you can select the modes for your Mini. And since the Mini has no mode selector in the controller, that it's app based, maybe it's just something I don't know, but I think that needs to be on there. I think you need to be able to adjust the speed, unless it's just goes right to sport mode. I have no idea. So. That needs to be on here, and I don't see it, and I don't know where it's at. So, Dennis, how you doing? But I, if you look at it, by just its appearance, to me it's more pleasing. I loathe the DJI Fly app. It hurts it makes me want to, I get vomit feeling when I see it. It makes my stomach sick. So. But you see that right there? That's a big change. Now Litchi does it too, and I actually am looking to get on the beta testing group for the Litchi app for iOS. So I would love to test the Litchi app out. I've got already a lot of flying experience with Litchi, so that would be good. You got to whisper in the comments section. We're in the Dad Random library right now. Yes, this is the Dad Random library. Everybody's quiet. Okay. Anyway, but we definitely need to get a couple of voices up discussing this. And I know you got. I think Dan, you had Jet Martin. He's got a lot of perspective. PD from England. He's got a lot of UK. He's got a lot of perspective. He has his own perspective on this. We need those types. To come in, and anybody that's flown Litchi, if you had the Phantom 3, which I flew Litchi with, I flew some Litchi missions with the Mavic Pro, the first Mavic Pro, the Platinum version. So, but anyways, that is the app. Now I just want to look really. I want everybody to see like that. I guess I should just say. Wait a second, guys. BTDR. Anyway, excuse me, I didn't say that. Sunday. Be nice. Okay, this is a mission. This is actually the mission that almost everybody that ever watches my channel knows. This is my range mission. This is the full-on range mission right here. This is the whole 4 miles. Everybody has seen this. This is what I think makes Dronelink cool as all get out. Okay, check this out. Watch this. I'm going to do one thing. I'm going to go onto this path somewhere. I'm going to right click it, and I'm going to put in simulated drone. That is unbelievably cool. And then this pops up right here. You don't have to own a drone, guys, and this will actually fly and video in the characteristics exactly of the actual of the actual drone you choose. So you actually select what type of a drone you want it to basically simulate, you know? So there's your default camera. Look at this right here. I'm going to go and put Mavic Mini. There's Mavic Pro Platinum. I'm basically going to choose Mavic Mini's camera. So this is the camera that the Mavic Mini basically, you know, the field of view that you're going to see with the same zoom perspective. Hopefully that will, it's probably right. A little blurry on the 2K side, but hold on here. I think it's just not rendered. Anyway, I'm going to get out. Yeah, there we go. I had to move out a little bit. But let's go ahead and now this is, you can move the drone around. This is what's cool here. Where's my little drone here? So here's my little drone right there. And then I'm going to flip it around in 3D. There's my drone path. So this is me looking back from 4 miles away from where I basically flew. Let's see if we can find Craig. I bet you Craig is out here somewhere. Now, and of course, look, it shows you back out there how high the elevation is. It's over 700 feet higher than my starting position. People are always giving me crap about that. This program tells you a whole story of my flights. So I have to fly up 700 feet. And then, of course, as I'm bringing the drone back, I have to reduce my altitude. So I can go ahead and I can switch this to a higher altitude if I want. So I can, and then fly back. So you can go right there. So I just, you know, and here's my, there, I'm hitting the mountain right there here. I had to turn around here. Hold on, I just moved my drone way the hell out to the mountain there. I got to bring her back. Come on, baby. Come on, there we go. So you can see, and it shows you, do you notice that my drone path has basically lines that go through the elevation? That means that that's messed up, and I need to fix that. Otherwise, my drone is going to go, and bam, it's going to hit that high spot. So obviously, you know, this is going to be a really good aid to, you know, to me planning out flights. I mean, I literally can plan it out. I can literally plan my flight out so my drone hugs the terrain the entire flight and with accuracy. So pretty cool, pretty sweet, isn't it? Let's see. Okay, first of all, you dingo hoppers, push the stupid like button. Secondly, I told you, Dad, this is sophisticated software. It's going to be a lot of fun to play with. Yes, he did say that. This is not easy stuff, though. I'm just going to tell you right away. This Litchi is much easier to plan with, only if it had its 3D, if it had the 3D perspective. So let's actually fly this a little bit. I'm going to go down into the flight, and then I'm just going to pull the drone ahead manually. And you can see the different trails. Those are the actual trails that exist on this flight. And what I'd like to do is do a simulated flight and then put it side by side with, say, one of my Evo flights or the Mavic Air 2 flight, just so you can see the flight and what it would look like as a simulated flight. But this is cool as crap. Check that out. Let's go back. Let's go to the starting point. I'm going to go all the way over here. You can see all the areas that I fly in. There's the area that I used to basically fly to. So I'm going to go all the way forward, and we're going to fly it in. This mountain here is where I got the Anafi. I got the Anafi to that point right there. This is about 1.5 miles right here. And we're 800 feet up. So if we want to go down to the drone's level, I think the drone's at about 200 feet, 250 feet, something like that. Let's go down to where the drone is going to see. This is usually where I'm at. And then you can adjust the camera angle, okay? Wherever you've got your camera. So here's me flying along with my Mavic Mini or any other of the drones that I flew. Isn't that cool as crap? And of course I can change the, here, let me go ahead. And I'm gonna change the view of the camera. But does everybody remember what that looks like in real time? See, I'll go ahead and fly to the cliff right now with the simulated drone. Right there. There it is. There's the trail that Craig basically is riding his ATV on right there. Right there. And there we're getting to the, oh no, oh my gosh, oh, there's no simulated crash. That's an actual crash into the frigging mountain. Boom, right there. So 250 feet is not, or 262 feet is not going to do it. but we can actually determine at this point what would do it. Okay, let's go up to let's go to 325. Okay, or 330, somewhere around there. And now we can determine at altitude where are we going to hit the cliff and where are we not going to hit the cliff. Okay, where are we or where are we not? And of course, let's change this to a better camera instead of Mavic Mini. Let's go to a Zenmuse X5S. That didn't change anything, right? But anyway, there's the cliff right there. Oh shit! Oh yeah, there we go. So bang, there we're going into it, and this tells us if we're clipping it or not. Okay, and it looks like we're clipping it because you see how the drone's coming up, and then if we want, we can go ahead and spin it around. But this is the fun stuff. I mean, this is what makes this application cool. And then there's my flight paths over there. So I can look with this simulated drone at the flight path from both directions. Now there's my return flight. This is cool as crap. Let's see, I'm gonna go ahead and click right there. Do you see this line right here? If I was to stay on the same, stay on the same, oh crap, now I'm messed up. I'm like way over here. Come on, drone, get back over here. I stuck my my drone way over here in town. Come on here, fly back over here. All right, it flew like like 10 miles away. All right, we have to flip it around here. Hold on, I just want to turn it around so you can see sideways. All right, there are the two paths. That's where I actually crashed the Mini right there. That's Area 51 right there, guys. Let's get some more. Oh man, we got to get some altitude here. Let's bring her up. Right there. There we go. But there's the path right there. Bam, from the side. All right. Anyway, that is the beauty of this. And of course, you can totally fly your plan by clicking this button up in here in the upper left-hand corner. You have mission preview. I don't think my computer's got enough guts right now to run this whole thing while Dronelink is active, and I've got, because I just clicked on it. So, because what should happen is, let me see here. Watch me kill the stream. This will start to calculate all these waypoints out. There it is. It's creating a preview, and it will actually fly it, and then you can adjust its speed. Let's see. Maybe it'll do it fast for us. I can read through the chat. Hey, let's say, do you activate a flight preview so we can watch it real time? This is the problem. It's my crappy computer. I think Drone Worship thinks I got everything, but then he finds out that the weakest link is up right now. It's called. That seems like it's generating. With a really good graphics card, I would say an average. You understand the graphics card in this computer is 10 years old. We'll see how fast it. Maybe we'll get it to the start here. I can read through the chat while it's. But this does not give it does not do it justice. When I'm not hooked up this way, it's much faster. It's eating up some data here, so we'll check and see what it does. But the average time of a render depends on the length of your flight and the amount of things you have that you have going on. There are so many. I'm not going to click on anything. There are so many variables you can put. You can change camera angles. You can change perspective. Depth of perception. You can change speed. You can change altitude. There's so many different things you can do, and that's when where Dan was saying that it gets complicated. This is my problem with complicated. Hey, Jet Martin. This is my problem with complicated. Most of us just, a lot of us are just not that into it. Even with the mission planning, to me, my perspective is that with today's technology, you should have more simplicity. I think there's a way of doing this. The biggest thing is getting 3D graphics in. There we go. There it is. There's the side view right there. So there's my flight profile on the bottom right there, and it's right now Here, I'm going to have to move my head here on OBS while that's working. It's here. Let me make me smaller here so I can. There we go. So you can see here's the play button up here. So let's go ahead and hit the play button, and then we'll hit it 4 times the speed. So it's going to fly through that mission. It's taking off from the substation that I always take off from, and there it goes, man. She's then of course I have a bunch of changing camera angles. So what it's going to do is it's going to spin around and look back at where I'm coming from. So it's looking back at me where I would normally fly from. I think it does a full 360. And obviously, there it is right there. There's the substation that I'm usually standing at right there. And now you see how it's pulling back now from it? And I believe it does another complete 180 after it gets to the cliff. But you can see it's flying. We're flying backwards. But once again, you know, and if I'm flying FPV, I can't really do this. You know, I've got to keep my eyes on the direction I'm going. But with mission planning, you can. You can trust it because everything's pre-programmed. So it's flying backwards. There's the panorama you usually see. The red mountain over here. That's actually right there is that's Pine Mountain. The red mountain is over here to this side. Let's see. Let's see. Toggle and pan, rotate in 3D. Let's see if I can. Yeah, allowing me to pan a little bit. Let's see. Let's keep going here. Why is it? See, I knew I was going to mess with it. I was just trying to. Oops. I was trying to go. I just need to leave it alone. But anyways, it's. I think it's here. Here it's coming to the cliff. I think I have the flight plan clear all the way through the cliff. I don't hit anything. There's the pathway. This is actually Area 51 down here where I usually fly, way over here to the left. But this is usually the view we have right at the very end of the flight. So this one is it's only going 10 miles an hour, but it's going at 4 times speed because this is real time right there. There's my return flight up top there. You can see how much higher the altitude is where I'm going to where I'm coming back from. So I cannot fly back here. I have to adjust that return flight much lower. But this is only 10 miles an hour times 4. So we're going 40 miles an hour at this point. I'm just going to go till we get to the cliff. And because we're almost there. We're at 3,000 feet. Yeah, we should be getting to the drop off here pretty soon. The cliff is not quite a mile, 4,000 feet. And I like to use that cliff as a reference tool when I do my flights. And we should be hitting the cliff here pretty soon. Yep, it's starting to spin around. So it's going to show me the flight path going over the cliff. So it's going now. There's the red mountain there that we usually see in my my normal picture right there. And then we will go over the cliff sideways. There it is right there. Bam! There's 400-foot drop right there. And this is where we have to watch out for that ridge blocking off our control signal. But that's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. So, I mean, you literally could, you know, and then of course it shows you here where in the plan it is if you look on the left. But this is just a simulated, there it is, there's straight back. Now it's going to spin around and show you the Santa Clara River Valley right down below there. Obviously this picture's a little bit better with a little bit faster graphics card. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. And then there's the volcanic. That's the volcanic bluff that I usually go near as it's spinning around. That's a pretty good video right there. Will it show you crashing into the mountain? It absolutely will show you crashing into the mountain. Basically, what happens is the screen goes to white, and then it basically will raise to ground level. You can basically choose for the program let me go ahead and stop this. Let me just pause it really quick. You can choose, isn't that cool? That you guys have seen the same view 1,000 times, you know, with my distance flights. This is the exact same view that I see, and it's, to me, it's amazing. This is worth $20, you know, right here. Programming this in, checking my flight path to make sure it's straight. I have no obstructions, and then I can just fly it, you know. And I know the altitudes that I have to hit. Talk about mission planning. I mean, you can see the terrain that I'm in, that I'm down, and I'm in this pocket right here, and this is my return flight, and so cool. This is what I kind of wanted you to see. So note for the 20 basic plan. Sorry, you get to you got to spend 100 to get the good graphics and screaming and burning blood and guts and gore. So thank you very much for that clarification. But here are all the actions that your flight will be taking. They'll be on this timeline right here. It also gives you battery. Let me see if I can find this down below here. Here's battery 1, battery 2. You can set the orange area for your battery, I believe your battery consumption, and battery flight time. Right there, start to finish, right there. And this is a 15-minute. That's a 15-minute battery period. So, and like I said, I think you can actually let's put altitude in there. So here's your altitude right there. There's your altitude profile. It's horizontal distance traveled. You got all kinds of crap you can throw in there. So now it's throwing in my distances and where it's at. Let's see, what else do I can? You see all the crap you got in here? Vertical speed, rotational speed. I mean, you literally can do endless amounts of stuff with this program. I mean, there's too much stuff. And just programming this flight path right here, you know, there's really easy, like for example, if I click on one of these specific dots here, let me go ahead and I have to shut this down here. And let's just click on one of the components, they call them. Let's see, right there. So right here, you basically can reference your takeoff location, or if you want to play it safe, you can reference the ground level. So if you want to make sure you're 100 feet above ground level at all time, you click ground level. And then it says, hey, you understand that this is the ground level at one point of a reference. You have to check all of those to make sure that you are not basically, you're not, going into the side of a mountain. So on my return flight right here, I have to reference it. Right now it's too high. So I know that down in the river valley down here, there is a good spot there's a nice point of declination that I call it. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to go here and I'm going to click on this right here. Let's see if I can add a new marker. And that marker is going to be based upon, let's see, it's got a current version. And this marker is going to have the altitude above ground. Okay, so I'm going to change this to, let's see, I think I got to click on it and get its right parameters here. Click on it. Come on, baby. Like I said, my computer's just grinding on this stuff. Come on. Let's see, new marker, I got it. Let's see, simulate drone move reference. I don't know, it's not. This should click on there for me. It should allow me to, oh, there it is, marker 6. Sorry, it's right out here on the side. Altitude, I want to set the altitude to ground level. So it's going to be 150 feet. So you'll notice now when I look at the flight plan in 3D from the side, you'll know that that number 6 will now be at 150 feet of ground level. Kind of fun. It's just there's a lot of things that it would help. Like I said, one of the things that help if I'd have a little bit stronger data processor. But let's just look at it from a drone's perspective. And I always like to do this. I always like to click on it. Oops, click on it here. I'm clicking on the wrong thing. And then I want to look at simulated drone. Put that up. And this is exactly the point I want to look. I want to look at it from a 90-degree angle. Okay. Let's see here, 45-degree angle. So let's just pop it. I'm just gonna here. I'm gonna pull the drone back here, and you can see now that the flight path has dropped down to 100 feet above ground level. That's exactly what I wanted to see, right there. Okay, this is the one I just made, and that was the one that flew out there. So it's going a little bit lower. Now, I only get away with this, guys, in a automated mission. It will lose contact at this point. So this is probably in this mission. I probably do not want to keep that altitude. I'll probably have to go up to 350, is my guess. So I'm going to go to 6. Let's go to marker 6, and it's where it says 150. I'm going to change that. I'm going to change that to, let's change that to 2. Let's go to 250. Come on, baby. 250 there. There's 250 feet. I'm gonna go done. And hopefully it'll add that. Yeah. You see how my reference came up now? Now I can basically, let me go back. I'm gonna go back, and then I'm gonna pan a little bit. I'm gonna pan and look at the point of reference. Can you see that I'm now going over the top of the cliff right there? So I have to, no, that's really pushing it close right there. And yes, I think I can fly just this point of reference. I think it allows you to do that. I could just simulate it. I could just bring my drone down here, and then I can follow it like here. Let me just flip it around, and I can manually push my drone down that path. And you see, I'm clearing the hill, or I'm clearing the mountain with plenty of height. What would be really cool is to set it so you're clearing the mountain with about a foot to spare, where it looks like you're going right into it. That would be a dad random moment for sure. But right there's a dad random moment right there. Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh, here we go! Here we go! There we go. There's a splat. I just went through the mountain. I'm inside of it right now. Let's see if I'll come out. Let's see how long it'll take me to come out. The other side, I'm at 81 feet. I'd literally have to go to the other. I'd have to get to the other here. Let's get out of the mountain here. There we go. Oh man. Let's get the camera up. There's my return to home position. But can you see how you can have a lot of fun with this? You can just, you can really explore your terrain and have, like I said, have a lot of fun with. There's my perspective around, and I can go all the way around and see where I've been, or I could fly it backwards, like I'm flying it backwards. So, you guys kind of hopefully it will show. Will it show you a simulation you walking out to retrieve your drone? Hey, you guys want to find that? Want me to show you that spot? It's right here. I'll never forget it, guys. Oh my God, it's like right here. It's like, let's see. It's like right across the river. Here, let me go around. Let's turn it around. You guys love that I screw up all the time, man. You guys love it, right? Let's see. I got to get down. Let's see. That's that right there. Yeah, I got to get down in altitude here. Let's bring me down here. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas right there. All right, so here is the infamous spot right here, right there, right in there, that area right in there. You see, I think it's this light area too, because we got really gray that day, and I had to walk all the way around because there's a ravine here. Like I said, I can go back and I'll go forward and let's see. I go up to here, right there. You see that gray area right there? Oops. Oh boy, I'm getting sick. Here, can I move that? I can't. Here, I gotta move this. Here, hold on here. I gotta move the whole freaking thing. Oh crap! I just moved the freaking drone again. Oh, here, I gotta get her back. Come on, simulated drone. Come over here. Here, let's turn him off because he's being a butthole. Let's go right here. That's where we want you. I'm right-clicking, and and then I'm trying to drop the simulated drone where I'm right-clicking. There we go. Okay. And you see up the front, I've got there's my field of view, my perspective, and then there it is right there. Woo! Let's get right there, and I got to get some altitude here. All right, just drop the camera. Oh, there we go. There we go. That's good. Okay, right in here. This is the area. This is the area where I found it right here. That's where the Mini crashed, and that's what I had to go around. I had to actually walk all the way around this ravine right here, and then I had to go right into here and basically find it, and it was way over here, about a mile. It's a mile as the crow flies. So anyway, that gives you an idea, you know. It's a lot of fun. I've had a lot of fun with it. And, you know, and to me, the real selling point is right there, you know, oh, right there, right there. That's the selling point, is the avoidance of having to deal with the DJI Fly app. You get your camera controls back, like your old one. There's your, okay, that's a lot like the Fly app. But right there, you've got your full control right there. This would be cool if it was an actual simulator and you could click on stuff. And you get all your manual controls. But like I said, some of the flight controls are not there. And what they want you to do is they want you to put that into the menu system, where really you can do anything you want. You can pre-program all those things that you were thinking about that were buttons out here. It now becomes code over here and you got unlimited amounts of we call flight programs. You know, helix programs, point of interest programs. I think they're even thinking about putting together a tracking program. They can do tracking with this, just like they do with Litchi. So it says an unexpected live feed. Yeah. Well, Michael, here, let me get you on the moderator. I have a little bit of obligation from Dronelink because I told them I'd look at it and give them some perspective on it. And to me, a live is easier to do than make a video. Video, you know, I don't want to edit a video. You know, I'd rather do it live and then show you kind of, from the display, from the actual program itself, you get more feel for what it takes to move things around. And you can tell that, one of the things I said, you need a pretty good computer for this. I think my computer behind me, which has a faster graphics card, it's the same computer but an upgraded card, would probably run this just fine, and it's 10 years old. So remember, this is online software, so you're also going to have to deal with download speeds and upload speeds for making this smooth as well. All right, yes, thank you. If you could hit but this is Dronelink, and remember, hey, Dan Drone Worship, he put me onto this company. He knows that this is kind of a part of the wheelhouse of things that I like to do. I really like the graphical perspectives here, and what it does is, as a reviewer, say even for say I go fly my new FPV drone. I'm going to fly this area with that drone. I think we'll see. I'm going to start in parks, and I think this winter when I get the long range, I think it's like a 5-inch or a 7-inch. I don't know what the hell. I have no idea. But I'm getting one with a GPS retriever on it, so if I screw up, it can frickin' come home. But this is a perfect area for doing that. I can go out and fly that cliff and do a lot of fun things over there. That would be really visually fun. So get the low shots, I've got lots of low how people in parks will fly their drones along the sidewalks. I can get down into those low washes and have some fun there, and we'll scare up some rabbits and maybe find some coyotes. It'll be fun. It'll be a good time. So I'm excited actually for this next phase of flying. I think GPS has got its place, but I really think the hobby where it really truly is going to keep going is, I think this is the direction. I really do. I think skill is going to be a huge part of what people are going to want to, especially people in the hobby, because that's the same thing what happens with aerobatics or fixed wing flyers. I think the same thing is going to happen with quad flyers. I think DJI is going to keep putting the screws on us. With the except, I don't think they have to do that with the FPV side. So we'll see. We'll see what happens with that. That's where you analog guys could win, because there's nobody basically tracking analog. And I know you guys that have analog are smart that way. I am kind of risking my some things with the digital system, but there's going to be other digital players coming out. So let's see how close you can come over the cliffs of the edge. Do the limbo, guys. That's you. Yeah, let me go back. Let me pull it back and see. Oops, I don't want to pull that back. Let's pull this back here. I want to see what the cliff looks like with a little bit better, with a little closer here. Let's let the render. Let's see what the render coming in here. Let it find the hill, and look at how low I got that. I think it's only 98. We got to get the drone up at least to. We have to at least get us up to 180. I think the mountain is 185, somewhere around there. I think this is where. Oops! I see what's happening. When I scroll the wheel, it's changing my altitude. So we're really close. Let's see, 185. I usually try to go over it at no less than 180 because of the signal loss. So let's see, Kenneth Peck. Does using anything other than DJI software going to void warranty and insurance? I would say that if you're worried about any kind, I thought that this company was working with DJI, but I don't. It seems like anytime you go with a third party, you're always risking. It's kind of part of the hobby, you know. If you're worried about risking your drone, then stay stock. That's would be my suggestion. So yeah, you're right with your concern. I totally am with you on that. On that here, I'm going to see if I can get a little lower here. Let's get this thing right at the edge of the abyss here. There's that. Then we're going to skirt it over a little bit right there. But yeah, we can come right in right there. I think I can. Yeah, there's the directional. I'm just trying to see if it'll render the cliff a little bit clearer. Looks like that's all she's got right there. But we can do this too. Here, check this out. Let's go up here. Let's go into there. Let's go like this, and then we can do this one right here. We can go. Hey, let's go up to 400 feet. So if anybody wants to test my altitudes, they can check it right now. And then let's pitch the camera straight down. There we go. There we go. There's our view from 400 feet with the camera pitched straight down. That's cool as crap, isn't it? And as the drone would fly over, there's the cliff face right there. And you guys have seen this, 100 times on my videos. So if you want to check one of my old videos, let's go down there at about 180. Usually 185 somewhere is where I'm at when I'm doing a video. But there it is. There's the cliff face right there at 185. And you can let's see if we can find the trail. If I can see the trail, we're too low. We crossed the trail there because there's a trail right at the edge of the cliff. Yeah, right here. That's actually part of the trailhead right there. But there we go. Okay, so let's see. Create element from current view. So you can actually create. That's a let's see, full screen. Oh, I can go full screen here. Let's check that out and let's see. Here we go. Here's our 3D render in full screen. See if my computer can handle this. There we go. Now we're cooking with gas, huh? There we go. But like I said, if you've watched any of my videos, you know this this flight plan because I've flown it several times. This is my long range flight. We go already back to the beginning here. There's my launch point right there. There's the substation. That's probably my truck right there. But right there is usually I launch from right about here. And then I fly over here. Yes, this is the drone crash area, right? This I had to walk all the way around. Guys, I literally had to walk all the way around here. I had to find a place up in here somewhere to cross. So I ended up crossing here. I climbed, this was a muddy day too. I climbed up this little side here hill, and then I walked all the way over here to this gray stuff. And this is where it crashed, in here as I came back, right in this gray area. So it's where the gray aliens are. Let me guess, your Mavic Mini is next to you. No, it's not. It's downstairs. But let's go ahead and change the perspective of the drone again. Let's change the camera angle. Let me see if I can. Let's see if I can. Where's my? That's the one thing about this. Let's see if I can go. Oh, here we go. There's the camera angle right there. And let's bring our altitude way down. That was 1,000 feet. Holy crap! Let's go to about a 300-foot level. There's, yeah, I'm usually crossing that about right there. So obviously you can see the power and the fun that this program has. It, like I said, you literally can, if you don't even own a drone, you can simulate any drone flight. So if I want to simulate there's a Zemuse X5S Mavic 2 Zoom. I can go to Mavic. Here's a Mavic Pro. There's the view from a Mavic Pro, so it changes the visual perspective. Let's see, Dad, what should I get? Mavic Mini or Mavic Air? It's all about money. Josue, yeah, if you got $1,000, but go. It's the Mavic Air is going to give you better wind performance. So to me, it would be: are you hot or windy? Most people are basically more windy. And what I mean by hot is you have average temperatures. How many days do you have that are average temperatures of 85 and above temperatures? You're not gonna be able to fly that well with the Mavic Air in a hot climate. But if on the other hand, if your temperatures are mild and you have like a windy coast, I wouldn't even mess with the Mavic Mini. It just can't handle the wind. So I have the opposite. I have a lot of heat, and I don't have that much wind. So it's all the perspective of the flyer. So hey Jet, I'm looking forward to Litchi too. I'm with you. Jet, I'm totally with you on the Litchi thing. Litchi has been a very staunch performer. It's very well tested software. So that's what I'm thinking. And most of us that have flown drones from at least if you've been flying drones for at least 3 years, I even like the aftermarket apps for the Bebop. So was it Free Flight 6, and then there was a Free Flight Pro. Free Flight Pro was pretty good. So I did get a lot of drop-offs with that. But Free Flight 6 was really good. I was very, very happy with that app. I'm just so disappointed with Parrot. I just can't tell you how disappointed I am that they stopped supporting drone users. I mean, they could have created an FPV system, and then they could have got into the market of using their technology, and then just let the Chinese companies make the small drones and then throw their air units. For DJI to get on that boat and to get on it as fast as they did, it just goes to show you they got the best engineers working. I mean, so I'm bummed. Yeah. Let's see. Is there a way to live stream on the Mini? No, there's not yet. Oh, yeah, there you can. Kenneth, you can talk to Drone Worship. There's a couple of options there. You'd have to use DU Recorder. Let me see if I can find those apps really quick. I've used them. It limits your bandwidth unless you own a copy, and the copies are not that bad. They're not that expensive. I don't think, but it's it's $1 here, $1 there. So that's up to you. Let me just find it. I've used DU Recorder. Let me see if I can find it. I have them still in my. in the apps that I own. Let's see here. Let's see, screen recorder. You just need a screen recorder. I'll show you the two here. All right, here we go. That's not it. Oh, D recorder is this one. So that's D recorder right there, screen recorder. That's pretty good. You can see I don't have it currently downloaded, but it's on my list. And then it says, oh wow, there's a free trial right now for the D recorder premium with the little, you see the crown there? That's pretty good. It does a really good job. You can live stream with on Facebook, Twitch, and also YouTube. Let me see if I can find the other one here. So de-recorded. The other one is, I'll take it. Some of you guys have probably put the name up already. There's probably a new one out too by now. De-recorder. Where is the other one? The other one is, come on here. There's so many on here. And I don't have it organized at all. Let's see here. Screen recorder 2. There's so much stuff. But these are ones that we've tried out. There's a lot of users, drone users that have experimented with this. So you can get a lot of experience perspective. Come on, where's the other one here? Can't find it. I know that Sound Labs. I think it's a Sound Labs. What the frick is that? Oh boy, it's usually at the front, at the beginning of all these. Here, screen recorder. Let me go back to the beginning. I might have just passed it up. D recorder, Go recorder. I have no idea. Some of these other ones I have no idea. But you want one that's compatible with YouTube. And a lot there's a few. Let's see, screen recorder options. I'm gonna go. Let me search one more time. Did anybody put the other one on there? Dennis, is he on? Where's the other one I got on there? Dad, should I get mad? Let's see. Does anybody know the other one let's see, TikTok? No, not TikTok. Glenn Edwards, hey, how you doing? How much do you think the Mavic 3 is going to cost? We actually thought about that. We're thinking $1,700 $1,700. That's my guess. And then I think with the Fly More, you're going to be about $2,000. That's what they do. That's kind of their but they have brought the price down a little bit. So maybe they're gonna lighten the electronics in it like they've done in some other things. Another part of the solution, or not the solution, but part of the math that we're looking at here is the controller. Guys, remember, the reason why they went with the gray controller is because your phone needs to be connected to the internet. That's why they can't use the smart controller. Since you can't have a live connection to the internet with the smart controller, unless they can figure that, you'd have to literally have a something with your phone. Now they probably could do a link of some kind where it would know that it would connect to the live link on your phone. Maybe that's an option that they've got. So live stream works really well with Prism. Mike, if Prism, I'm gonna make note of that. I'm willing to try something new for fun, but D recorder is one of them, and I can't D recorder, and the other one was Sound Labs or something like that. As I'm thinking here, let me see if I can D recorder. Let's see, screen recorder. Let's see, screen recorder. Let's see if it's the Sound Labs one comes up. It's green. It's a green application. Let me go check the other one out. Yeah, maybe they got rid of it. I don't know, man. Obviously, there's a lot of technology rolling. It rolls around. 1 minute they're awesome, the next minute they're not awesome. To me, it's if you can screen record in 1080. Right now, most of them limit it to 720, so you can't do a 1080 recording of your Mavic Mini screen. That sucks. I don't like that. Let me see. Sound. I'm just going to type in Sound Labs and see if I can. Sound Labs? Something like that. No. Does anybody know? Gosh, I wish. See Prism. Let me check. Let me check Prism out. Let's just check Prism out. Let me just double check that. I want to save that. Let's see. Prism. Prism. Is that a now? Is that a? See, I use iOS, so Prism live streaming. If you are an iOS user or if you're an Android user, there's Prism Live. Prism Live Studio, is that what it's called? Is that what we're talking about right there? Prism Live Studio. Gary, I have the Mavic Mini and love it. Just watch the win. You're correct. It's a great drone, and in the right circumstances, it can compete with any drone out there. Not even a question. Yeah. All right. So check this. Everybody check this app out right here. This is called Prism. I'm going to actually do that. I'm going to get it right now. And then I'll look at it. I'm going to look at it and have a little bit of fun. It's nice, always nice to find something new, guys. I love new stuff. So I'm downloading that right now. So, but yeah, do you recorder? And I can't remember the other one. Obviously, it wasn't good enough. It should be on my apps though. All my apps, my list, top paid apps, free apps. Let's see if I can find my ones that I've downloaded. It bugs me when I can't remember stuff. Doesn't bug some people, does it? I was going to say something political, I just didn't. Okay. I don't think it shouldn't bug you to not remember stuff because you shouldn't remember the pain and suffering, right? Okay, I can't find that. Spectre camera, editor's choice. Oh, has anybody ever heard of Spectre camera right there? It's kind of fun. It puts a motion blur in your video. It's cool. So you might want to check that out. I actually pay for it. I own it. I just went and bought the app, and I haven't used it except for any time I get my iPhone around color. Not color, around moving like colorful things, with a lot of lights and where you can get the motion blur of lighting and things like that. It's kind of fun. But yeah, I'm downloading the live version, Prism Live. So, all right, I'll check that out. This says continue with Facebook. I can go here. Let's go ahead and log in with Google. Let's put it on Dad Random. All right. Prism would like to access your camera. Sure, we'll let him. All right. Let's see. Microphone. Sure, why not? Prism Live would like to access your photos. Prism Live would like to access your bank account. Oh, she is. What is it? Send you notifications? No, don't send me anything. I'm so sick of notifications. All right. So here's the Prism Live screen right there. There's you. There's my C30E. That's one of the best freaking cameras ever. Those things are like hard to find. They're like $300. You can't find them anywhere, and they're freaking way too expensive. I think I paid like $60 for that one. Everybody's trying to. Okay, here's a live. Let's see. So you click on live. I'm just trying to see how it. And then let's see. Set destination. Oh wow, cool. There's your destinations right there. So I'll be definitely checking that out with the Mini. And then you got YouTube, Facebook, Twitch. Yeah, you got a bunch of stuff that I have no idea what it is. So let's click it right there. See, connect. Let's see. You can connect it to custom. Who wants to use Google to sign in? Let's do that. Let's go Dad Random. Hopefully it doesn't try to freaking start a stream right now while I'm streaming. Manage your YouTube account. Let's see, I got that. All right, so there it is. There's your interface at the beginning. I'm not going to press go, but I'll look through that. I'll check through the. I'm going to check through the settings on that just to see mic on, camera on. see, flip front facing, save video for save video after. Oh, that's cool. It'll actually record your video. And then it has a camera pro. Let's check that out. Oh, you can actually do manual settings on your camera. Holy crap! Like that. There you go. You can see all my crap there. Nice. That'll be fun. Thank you for sharing that. And then you do have settings for different camera, different fun settings for your camera. You know, where you got, where you can make yourself into a freaking, let's see, I can't show you that, but you can put like a freaking alligator on you or cheese or something like that. Anyway, that's kind of cool. Filters. Very nice. All right. Cool. You learn something new every day. Let's put that on. So that is, let's see if we can, let's add Prism on there. Let's see, checkout for live streaming. All right, I'm just throwing that up there so you've got my. All right, what else is going on in here? I haven't been here. Let me turn that off. So that's kind of my you know, my rambling on you know what I see that's good with Dronelink. So like I said, you have to have guts, guys, with this kind of stuff. You know. You have to have an area that, you know, that's pretty open. This is definitely you don't necessarily have to do a mission that you really want to do. You can just simulate a mission. So that's the other thing that they talk about is that, you know, the only way you can fly around the Statue of Liberty is to have a special permit. You know, but you can do it with Dronelink for nothing. You don't have to have a permit. This, of course, is a mission that's well over 4 miles. This is, I think, the end of this waypoint here. Let me just check what this waypoint is, the turnaround waypoint. Here, I have to shut off the drone version, but this will tell me the distance here. Hold on here. I want to change the waypoint. I just want to see it. See, this is one of the things that frustrates me. So there's my flight. You know, I can't click on, the things are divided into waypoints, and this one right here, I guess I can click on this one. It tells me I know it's like 4 miles. But right now I'm getting a delay. I'm getting a delay with my, just my computer's running so slow here. I'll just click on that marker here and see what it's gonna. That marker up, man. Come on here. Yes, this is what's frustrating with me. There's just a lot of stuff it's just not intuitive. And I mean, something this simple. I mean, this marker in a lot of different programs. Now I can, let's see here. I just want to make sure I'm not in a mode where I can't. I should be able to adjust this marker. It's telling me I'm in danger on my flight, and it tells me to view the danger. That's cool stuff. Anyway, I don't want to give it any crap any more than it needs, but it's something that I personally don't understand. So I should be able to, like I said, when I click on this, it usually comes up. Let's see, new marker, new waypoint. Simulated drone, new point of interest. I don't want a new point of interest. What's that say? Settings, share. Yeah, so it's this. There's my there's the simulator. All right. Anyway, I'm not going to mess around. Oh, there we go. Here are my waypoints right here. That's what I'm looking for. So I'm looking here. I'm going into here, and there's waypoint G right there. This is waypoint Gulf. There it is right there, latitude and longitude. It doesn't tell me the distance though. You have to put down one of these. Check this out. I'll show you here really quick. So I can click on this right here. Let me just click here. I'm going to put a new marker. Okay, the markers are where the information can be. Let's put down. Let's drone heading, point of interest, new. Let's just call it drone head. I guess we could make it show the difference, the direction the drone is. Let's just put an altitude there. 225. Let's just get this down to, let's see, 225. This should give me a location. If I go down here, above ground level. Let's see, point of speed, gimbal, drone heading. But as you can see, gimbal orientation. Now let me tell you what direction, and then of course you have to do it in degrees, and then you have to reference it in degrees, like reference the horizon. You want to reference the path. Okay, I usually reference the path. So it basically goes 90 degrees or 100 degrees, reference to the path. So anyway, here's my gimbal heading. Let's go the path. So stuff like that. But there is an information button too, where you click on it and it gives you the entire, it'll give you the entire, there we go and click that, done. It'll give you the entire bunch of info about that here. Let's go to markers here. That's a back. Let's go back here really quick. So that's marker number 5, right? But we can scroll through these. There's 225. There's my. But these are all the parameters. Everything here, I can add as many markers as I want. Positioning nearest coordinate, distance from start. Here we go. There it is. There's the distance from start. Okay. Uh, 225. Let's see. Let's go down to 150 feet above ground. In here. Anyway, that's the beauty of this, guys. Approach. Flat view search. I don't know. Map layers. There's my mission preview. If I click that, here it is. Mission estimate. Here we go. This is your estimate of the length of the mission. Here, I'm just clicking on that and see what information it gives us. But this estimates the at your speed, the distance, and all that stuff. But it's like I said, remember my computer is just grinding right there. Total time. Here we go. So here you go, max speed. Of course, obviously, I've got to bring that up to probably, with the Mini, I would bring it up to 18 to 20. Total time, it's 51 minutes. Obviously, I wouldn't return here if I went 10 miles an hour. 8 miles, so it's a 4.3 miles there and back. At max altitude is 1,195 feet so far that I've got on here. But remember, it's an uphill flight. I have taken no photos or videos, so anyway, there's your information right there. That's what I was looking for. So everything's here, and like I said, it's my lack of knowledge with these specific headings or menus is just, it's the problem. All right, guys, chat. Hey, PD, why are we here? Just be quiet. You guys are crazy. Let's see. Let's get through here. Well, some of you guys, man. This isn't your normal give and take stream, guys. This isn't your regular where I'm listening to your small butts freaking speaking. All righty. All right, so let's get through it. Let's listen to some of your guys' crying here, and then we'll call her a day. Missions are, yeah, Jet, I'm with you. Missions are awesome. I know you're the mission type of flyer, and it's fun because it's a thinking person's kind of drone activity. It's kind of like if you're an action flyer, you need the FPV. You know, I like it all. I like the safety and security of GPS. I love the depth and the thinking part of organizing and putting together maps and graphs and looking at distances and flight times. That's a fun thing too. It's for everybody. I mean, that's what I love about drones, you know. You have the Costco. All right, guys, here we go. it's time to move to what I consider the pink elephant in the room. Was it the elephant in the room, that kind of thing? The pink elephant in the room? I don't know what the hell you'd say. That thing right there, baby. The dark side. I did it. I finally went and did it. So, oh yes, guys, I finally went and did it. Yeah, let's turn this off right here. Let's turn that puppy off. But guys, I finally entered the dark side. I went in full blown. Okay, I'm gonna turn my Dronelink off here. Here, I'm just gonna reduce that down right there. I didn't mess around. Can anybody tell what drone that I got? What FPV drone that I purchased with this? Anybody recognize? The clue is in the picture right there. Fly far and wide. I'm lost. It's because we're done. You can fly far. Hey, Fly Far and Wide's going across the English Channel. You guys know that. He's going to make it. I know he will. He'll be successful as long as the wind's going the right way. He's going to take the Mavic Mini. I don't know. What are you going to fly? What are you going to fly across the English Channel with? What drone? You going to FPV it across the English Channel? That would be freaking impressive. like buzzing freaking sailboats and stuff. Is it possible to fly that far? Probably isn't. Can you get an FPV feed of that? Yeah, you probably could. All right, let's get his. Come on, he's got to tell us some stuff. Kai, you can't freaking talk. Where's the beer? Guys, it's Sunday, man. Come on. Yes, that is the Rocket Plus right back there. So we'll find out. We will find out if the GEP-RC Rocket Plus is Dad Random approved. Because I'm going to run into some stuff with that. I hear there's a lot of aluminum on it, so I don't know if that's a good thing. To me, it makes for a nice, sturdy little platform that's nice and this is another thing I like about it. Okay. Now check the picture out on my screen. Look at the two. There's a couple of adjustment screws there for tuning the camera. I really like those little metal adjustment screws. That just shows that somebody freaking gave a crap about build quality. It's not plastic. When you're cranking those suckers down, you're cranking them into metal on metal. It's none of this plastic with metal, and then over time, the threads can screw up on you. And I just like that. I like the solid build. It looks good. It looks very solid. I can imagine when I feel it, it's going to probably feel cheap. And I'm like, what did I spend my money on? The Germans flew drones over the channel a long time ago. Yes, they did. They were flying rocket-propelled freaking bombs, if I recall, from Henkel bombers. Actually, they were TV controlled too. They were radio guided. FPV. Yes, I don't know of any other footage of FPV actually going on. The Germans actually used the early form of television, with basically a scope about that big, and they were flying visually. So, you think it's hard to freaking fly a drone, around a giant waterfall, or not waterfall, a giant water tower. Can you imagine trying to hit a ship with a crappy little black and white screen like that? Yes, we thank the Germans for lots of things. I just say Germans because it's politically correct, right? If you just say Nazi, Nazi, it's lost its effect because everybody calls everything a Nazi now. So I'm not even I won't go there either. Yes, let's just not go there. I love World War II. I love the whole thing. All right, let's see. Try always to use the blue-colored Loctite. Yes, Michael's basically bringing up the Loctite is like a staple. Got to be careful with Loctite though. Loctite does not fare well with plastic. It can actually dissolve plastic. You got to be very careful with Loctite. Loctite is meant for metal on metal surfaces. It's not meant to be touching plastic. I nailed the shit out of the water tower. Kai built a brand new flying wing. It was the oh crap. He'll probably correct me in a minute. It's one of the most popular ones right now. What do you call it? Anyway, he decided to plant it inside the side. How do you hit a water tower with a flying wing, Kai? What are you doing? You trying to like power loop it or something? Is that the drone that Captain Drone? Yes, it is. No, what is that? The drone that Captain Drone flew in his video posted today? The GPS RTH. I don't know. I don't think the Rocket Plus has returned to home GPS. AR900 is the. Oh, that's the drone you were flying. What did Captain Drone fly today? I don't know. I've been watching his stuff. He's like one of the best. Just to be quite honest, I think he right now is he's the best reviewer out there right now. For the everyman footage, I really do think he does a great job. Some of those guys, like Drone Camps, those guys are amazing flyers. They're like superhumans. And I think that Captain Drone, he's a really good drone pilot, but he's more of a jack of all trades, so the wing has GPS return to home. Yeah, a wing should have GPS return to home. I don't know why you wouldn't have it, for sure. Drone, but the GPS RTH looks awesome, bridging the gap. The drone that I'm going to build, I'm either going to build it or buy it. I'm going to build or buy a freestyle drone this winter. It's going to be in the $300 range, $300 to $400 range, and it's going to have return to home GPS. It's going to have a 6S. It'll be, I just really am impressed with 6S. It's powerful, and if you're going to do heavy drone acrobatics and you have 6S, you can get out of your own prop wash. So you can, it's that much power. And I need that because I suck. So like the crocodile, that, I think that drone body style, with a big, huge freaking, with a 6S punch, man, I think. I don't remember the name of that drone, but the GPS RTH looks awesome. Yeah, I'll check out his video he put up today. I did not see it, so. The GPS returns home and then just hovers in place, and that's what you want with because there's a lot of things that can happen. But when you're flying, the thing that scares me about flying the small drones, the little, it's considered a Cinewhoop, right? But the fly. This isn't going to be able to hold a real GoPro, but to fly in the small space, it's great for training. I need that. I need a good 6 months of just low altitude tree and park training, just flying around things. Sunday afternoon when nobody's there, and just flying around poles and things that I can hit that are landing in the grass, that kind of stuff, softball fields, that kind of thing. So I'm going to need at least a month or two of that. And then before I start to go, okay, this is what power to weight ratios are like. Well, this is what the controls feel like. So, all right. So let's see, BTW, that drone is less than, let's see. A drone is less than 250 grams. Yeah, the other thing about this drone is it's a sub 250 with a 4S 850 battery, 850 milliamp battery. So, I'm excited. It's about time that I go here. I've been watching lots of people flying, FPV. I've watched Drone Worship fly FPV a long time. I've been through a lot of channels trying to decide, what drone would probably be good for a person like me. And I'm just sick of buying cheap drones. I just know that when you buy cheap and you fly cheap, you don't learn. You can't learn if you can't fly. So I needed something that I could depend on, learn from, And then that's kind of why I went this way. Something that is going to give me good FPV. It's going to take video right away showing my learning curve. And then as they get better, you know, it'll also show those things. You know, it'll show my fails, my epic fails. And so, let's see, how much did you say? Flies for 10 minutes? Let's see. Less than 2. I'm guessing that this rocket is a sub 10-minute for sure. I bet you it's a 5 to 6 minute flyer is my guess. It's all I've seen. It doesn't have very big props, but they are ducted, so it does have a fair amount of weight. It should go. I'm guessing. I'm trying to think of what Captain Drone, how long he had the flight for. I always like to look at his flights and then, but he cuts them. He cuts the film footage, so because he's running this stuff too. See, Captain Drones flies for 10 minutes. All right, we'll find that out. I'm going to be in a good place, you know, in about a month. So I'll have the drone and I'll be, you know, learning. But hopefully our daytime, our evening temperatures start to drop, so I can go to the park in the evening, or I can go out to the field and then fly in the sagebrush. The other thing I worry about is landing. I have a lot of dirt around me, so I have to figure out the best way to recover my drone. I'm thinking to land it on the back of my truck, you know, on the tonneau cover. If I get good at that, bringing it in, and, you know, that's a pretty good size landing spot. So maybe I can get good at that, get good at dropping it onto the back of my truck. So, all right. Oh, yeah, talking about Captain. Hey, could somebody put the link up for Captain Drone? If they would find that here, I could look for it. If somebody wants to put that link up for me, I would appreciate that. Here, let me go here and see. Where's my live here? Let's go to. I'm turning Dronelink off. So, but Dronelink, it's still in the, guys. Remember Dronelink? This is if you have not seen it, this is the interface for Dronelink right here. One here. Not there. That's this one. Not right here. Hey, look at that good-looking guy. All right, but right there, this is what it looks like from the screen of your phone. Those are the different gauges you're going to see while flying. This is your commands right here. You click on that, and it gives you a list of commands that you can send to your drone. And there's a huge list, and you can add commands and take commands away, and they're written out. You know, this one does this, and this one does that, and it's pretty cool actually. So, and then it has a 3D map. So when you click on that map right there, it's full 3D. So, all right. So we went over Dronelink today. You guys that were here for that. I'm going to go to. I'm just flipping over here to. Let's see here. I'm going to go to Captain Drone. Let's go there and see if I get the one he put best. This is the best FP long range for under 250. Is this the video right here? Let's see. What does it say? Oh, new 4K. No, this is a different one actually. I did see this. This is a freaking. It's got look at the props on it. It's got big props. Yeah, I did see this. This is not the drone. This is not the drone that I'm here. Let me just put him up here. So, for copyright here, let's just go ahead. But that is, yeah, that's the. So there it is, right there. There's the drone that he's talking about there. The It's a Flywoo. I did see that. You see that big antenna back there? That's your long distance. Now. Yeah, if you're going to fly long distance with a light drone, you have to have the power. You have to have a powerful battery, man. This thing is going to, haul a big battery, and you're going to have a lot of punching power to bring it back. That's why the Mavic Mini, flies away, and this one won't fly away. It has the energy. It has the punch and that's where you kind of gain. That's where you gain. An advantage over a GPS drone with no without the capability of really having a punch. 20 kilometers per hour or 20, what is it, 28 or something like. It's just not enough. This thing will probably go 50. So AC/DC background music. I don't know. Yeah, but that's it. That's the drone. I did see this. I'm going to be watching that one closely. So let's see if I look at the description. I don't know if I can put up the description on it. Let's see here. I don't know. We'll leave it. We'll leave it at that. I'm going to go ahead and finish up here. But guys, let's get this back up here. We've got a lot of cool things going on. I think right now the action is occurring in the FPV market. So if you're a flyer and you're wondering why everything's so slow, in the FPV market, it's not slow. And that is what is nice about joining the FPV market. It's being able to fly drones year round and not having to worry about a lot of the sales, and because there's always inexpensive, or even there's a build you can always do. So you're always flying, and that's what I miss. I miss these stops where I'm not flying anything, So, all right, guys. Let's see. That's the one that I would get in if I was to go FPV. Jet, I think you should. I think you're a pilot enough, that meaning that you fly enough that you should get into FPV. I think you should get into. Well, watch my learning curve, and if there's something you're interested in, if it's something you're interested in pursuing, guys. Just to be honest, I'm going to be quite honest, and I'm going to give credit where credit's due. Of course, Drone Worship's video. He always when he's like, having a bad day or whatever, he goes out and he flies. Okay, Ken Heron. If Ken Heron can fly FPV, guys, he is a middle of the road flyer. He is a top level performer and photographer. I think he really does a pretty good job. Probably above average photographer, but he's just an average flyer. He's been flying GPS drones for most of his experience. He is getting good at FPV, and you can tell that he's having fun with it. So that's kind of where I don't watch his lives at all, but I do watch his videos. That's kind of what I enjoy about Ken Heron's channel. So, but he got into the DJI goggles, and he's a DJI fanboy, and that's okay because it's good, and that's what he would basically tell you. And I think if he could, I could tell his learning curve increased immensely when he went from analog to digital. You can see a massive learning curve. He started to pick people's brains. He got drones that were ready to fly and were already tuned, and then he just had to learn to fly. So that's kind of one of the reasons why I went the way. And then, of course, I've got Kai Fredrickson trying to keep me from making a bad mistake about buying the wrong drone. I spent a lot of time messaging back and forth to several people. Eat More Possum gave me a bunch of help. Clinton Smith sent me some info. Jet, I think you should freaking give it a shot. Why not? If we want to keep flying drones, guys, and we want the freedom to fly, I think FPV is going to be just like Rick said, regular hobby flyers, and we're going to have freedom there. I think if we want to stay flying drones, we have to stay within the hobby level. But with just like the fixed wing flyers, those guys extend themselves. I've watched fixed wing guys, people that have basically criticized me for flying different places in different ways. I've seen them do all those same things, but under the umbrella of fixed wing, So they're flying too far, and they're a little bit higher than they're supposed to. So, there we go. We get a little bit of there we go. But I think FPV is where to stay in. We can stay within the AMA circle, keep everybody happy, and keep the hobby going. That's to me. I just want to keep flying. So, hey, I just said Eat More Possum. I just gave you a little bit of a little kudos there. So I appreciate you. We're now talking Eat More Possum. We're now talking a little bit more about this right here. We started with Dronelink. And now we went a little bit off to, there's Bar Shed right there. Greatest thing ever, guys. That bar shit freaking changed my life, man. Not that right there. It's this one right here. There you right there. Entered the dark side today, right there. So eat more possum. I'm probably gonna get. I did get a controller, and I tried to fly my Emax 2, and it's got a burnt out motor already. So what I'm gonna do is get another motor for it, but I'm afraid that the ESC is fried on it. And it's a single board with, I don't know. So it's almost like it's a waste of money. So that's why I went to the dark side. I'm sick of spending pennies when I can just spend a couple, I can spend $1,000 and get something that flies, I'm not messing around with anything. I got 4 batteries. I can fly for an hour. No, 4 batteries FPV. I can fly for what, 15 minutes or until the drone breaks. But yes, I'm going digital. I'm going to make digital work. It's the future, and it's going to be the best way to learn. Plus, I get 1080 high HD video right out of the box. None of this, flying with the scratchy screen. I have seen really good analog video. I've seen very good stuff, but you might as well just buy digital equipment at that point. So I'm just trying to be smart with my money. I know that DJI is a very popular product. I know they put a lot of money in their engineering. I'm just trying to be smart about it, and I want to learn with something good. I can't learn with crap. I'm so sick of crap, guys. I just can't, and I'm just not good enough to do well with crap. You saw me flying that one, and test motor direct without ESC. I should probably buy the motor first, because I can replace that quick. Those motors are directly, because it's not moving at all. I don't think it gets any. If it gets a little bit of twitch from the ESC, then it's probably the ESC. I could test the motor though. I can put the motor on something to see if it works, and then if it's the motor, then that's not a big deal. I can replace the motor. If it's the ESC, because guys, when I put it on Betaflight, it looked great. Everything looked awesome. I wish Betaflight would diagnose the bad ESC. That would be cool if Betaflight did the diagnosis. Maybe it does. Maybe it's telling me that. Maybe it's telling me that the ESC is good. So, yeah, test the motor direct without the ESC. Yeah, I'm with you on that. All right. Thank you. Thank you, Michael. Appreciate your help. Guys, I am going to call her a day. Thank you for jumping in. Like I said, I appreciate how this stream went. Do check out though, Dronelink. See if it's worth $20 to you, And I'm gonna keep experimenting. Hopefully, I get the Litchi app working. I am excited about both. I want both of them to work because both of them are gonna make my Mavic Mini fun to fly. Winter's coming. That Mavic Mini is gonna put a lot of miles on this winter, along with the FPV drones. So, all right. Ciao is what I'm saying too. Back to you, Jet, and everybody else that joined us today. We have a great stream. Michael was on. We had, Kai was visiting with us. Drone Worship was with us. Who else was with us? Let me go back here. Of course, I got Jet on there. Let's go way back. Far Flying Wide. He's going to go across the English Channel. We're watching for that very, very, very soon. We hope he is successful. Dan Zelch, he is in the house. Thank you so much for popping in. Josue Rangel, he was basically giving me crap. Let's see. PD, of course, was in the house. Thank you so much for dropping in, PD Tech. And let's go back. Trapper John popped in. Thank you for popping in, Trapper John. Gary, it says, I have a Mavic Mini and love it. Just watching the wind. Let's put Gary in here. Oh, no, I did put him in the moderators. Let's see. Who else did we miss? Kenneth Peck was in the house. Thank you so much, Kenneth Peck. All righty. I think that's everybody right there. Going on. Recover One Drone. He was asking me about live streaming, does it? And we talked a lot about live streaming apps. So there it is right there. I think I got everybody. Oh, Mr. Square Art. He always pops in early. He doesn't like talking about drones. Let's see. Pedro Drolong Wood. Who's that? I don't even know who that is. I'm not gonna let him. He was there for like a second. We can't moderate somebody who doesn't like comment at least like 2 or 3 times. So, all right, Ace Destroyer was in the house too. There we go, down there. Ace Freely in the house. Ace Destroyer, love that. All right, a little bit of Kiss references. Dennis, sorry, Dennis was in the house as well too. Dennis has always been good. He gives more than he receives. I'll tell you that for sure. So, all righty, had to make sure I said hi to everybody. We will be back on Friday for sure, unless something happens between then and Friday. Of course, as the gear starts to show up, I'll be sharing you my feelings about that. There's plenty of gear information out there. I do have a video coming on the audio system that I'm testing. I did a video actually, and it was so hot. All I got was background sound from the air conditioner, so I've got to redo that. More than likely, I have to wear the sound. I have to probably put a dead cat on and a cardioid mic. I probably have to put a throat mic on. So, anyone want to see my crash? Oh, good. Kai's put his crash up. I want to see his crash. Here we go. We're not going to let Kai. We're not going to let Kai off the hook. We're going to see Kai's crash right now. This is Kai Friedrichsen. Here, I'm going to make this bigger. See if we can get that up here. Now, it usually freezes my stream every time I put a large recording up. So let's go to I want to go to the display channel. We're going to watch Kai fly his freaking drone into the side of a water tower. All right, let's see. Here we go. Loading, loading, loading. I know. Loading, 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 loading. Keep that computer. Oh, there it is right there. Oh, crap. What did I do? There, I got to turn this off. There we go. Here's Kai right here. Here he goes. Here's the master of beta flight right here. He's like, oh no. You can just look at that. Look at the wind. It's probably too windy. Look at that thing. That is just getting blown all over the place. Oh, there it is. There's a water tower. Oh, man. Here he goes. How'd you get it out of that fenced-in area there, Kai? Because he's going to turn right into it. Because, I can get closer. I can get closer. He's too low right now. You got to get it up. Oh, man. What was he thinking? Kai, that was great. Thank you for sharing that. Oh, Kai, what were you thinking? That's exactly here. Let's go. I'm going to freeze it right there. Okay. Once you get to here, once you get to this spot right here, you can see the, oh, shit. Here, hold on, stop. I gotta get to stop here. Oh, okay. There, right here. Once you're making your turn, there had to be a controller thing that went on right here. Come on here. I want it to just freeze. Oh, Kai Friedrichsen in the house. Kai, believe me, we got some information coming with me flying in a little bit. So, all right, come on here. She just wanting to come on, just come on. We get the point though, don't we? Look at that. Oh, right at the very end, you see the silhouette of the wing hitting the water tower. That's a Draco? They call him a Draco? No, Draco is the big red airplane. I thought it was a wing. There's a Draco, a wing called the Draco. But it's gonna. That's pretty good right there. He's trying to turn in, and the wind's just going no. Let's see if we can get the very last second there when it goes where we get with the shadow. Trying to get it to stop buffering. Can I lower the settings down here? It's at 720. That should work. 720 should be fine. Anyway, there it is right there. Oh, that was fun. Yeah, yeah, we can't. Let's see. I can go from there again. Let's see. There we go. There it is. I can watch that 100 times. Sorry, Kai. This is at your expense. Check this out. Oh my lord, I felt this so bad. All right, sorry. That's it. I'm done with that. Alrighty. Here, I gotta put my chat back up, guys. I I nailed the gap in the power lines. I'm look, guys. I dropped my. I dropped that. All right, that's enough. All right. We're back. So anyway, we will check everybody out sooner than later. Thank you so much for enjoying this stream with us. Enjoying Kai's flying line of sight. Kai, you're the man. Believe me, I've got some epic. You know for a fact, the first time I try a power loop, the drone's going to stay upside down. It's going to freaking come down back first. It's going to squash all the freaking top of it. Everything's going to break. Hopefully it'll be on something soft. All right, we'll see you guys. Have a great afternoon. So, guys, fly for fun. Everybody should be flying. If you want to learn something new, guys, if GPS is bugging you, try Dronelink. If you want something new and exciting, go FPV if you haven't tried to fly start a new part of the hobby. All right, see you later. And